The Taco Bell art heist. I've never stepped foot into a Taco Bell. I need to even just look at an image of a taco. I didn't know they had art that had value. Have y'all ever gone to a Taco Bell? I don't think I've gone into most fast food places. I only go to drive because who the fuck goes to dine at a fast food place? Oh my God, wait, why are some of them nice? Look at this shit. This is like a little like niche indie vibe. I feel like I'm used to the last time I used to like genuinely sit down at fast food restaurants was like the old inside of a McDonald's. Like this is what I remember this is what I remember fast food places looking like. Just an old brown tables, maybe a bench, some chairs. It looks a little dirty. The ground's kind of gross. Like there's like a sticky residue all around the soda machines. I didn't know there was value in Taco Bell art.
A headline caught our eye. One of the most unusual heists in America seems to be unfolding at Taco Bell.
Artwork mysteriously gone
This great art heist.
Grabbed a piece off the wall.
They're now going for big bucks.
Great art heist. Who's buying a $500 Taco Bell painting?
On the black market.
Rare.
A heist?
No art collector. Are art collectors actually buying $1,000 Taco Bell pieces?
At Taco Bell? We love a good fast food scandal, so we had to find out more. It looks like paintings in Taco Bell stores mysteriously disappear, then reappear online.
Bro, I thought they would be Taco Bell paintings that were just good paintings. They're actually paintings of Taco Bell. Who the fuck would want that? I would never want to hang... Dude, this is literally just fucking marketing.
Mysteriously disappear, then reappear online with hefty price tags, up to $30,000. Apparently, a thriving underground market is forming, shaking up the contemporary art world. How did this become...
No one's spending $5,000 underground art world. Of what? Of who? Of who? Who the fuck?
Underground market is
$5,000, $1,500 drive-through Taco Bell painting by Mark T. Smith. Dude, this shit looks terrible. I would never hang this up. This looks like my play mat from when I was 4 and I had fucking Hot Wheels cars and I thought that I was the town mayor.
Forming, shaking up the contemporary art world. How did this become a thing? Who is stealing them? And why would anyone pay thousands for a piece of corporate branding? We went undercover. We prowled the Taco Bell subreddits. We lurked in the Living Mas Discord.
I would buy the Taco Bell. Like that. Like, I would buy the sign. I would own the sign.
Subreddits.
That would be sick. Like, if somebody ripped that off the wall and stole that, I would go, yeah, I'll pay $500 for that. But even then, it's probably worth more than $500. I just wouldn't... You can't reason spending that amount of money. But why? Because that's cool. Imagine you have, like, a man cave. You hang up a fucking fat-ass Taco Bell bell.
We haggled with eBay.
Not the painting, though.
Sellers. We talked to a taco restaurant artist, and things are not as they seem.
And are they getting them appraised? How are these eBay sellers knowing what the value of the Taco Bell art is?
Whodunit story. GameStop of art heist.
Some of them were stolen. Mine
They're now
are
going
not.
for big bucks on the black
Fake
market.
news.
Westlake Taco Bell goes up into flames.
Nobody's really like fact check.
After crashing into a Taco Bell sign in Westlake,
Would you
Ohio.
consider $7,500 each?
Some guy tries to sell like the fucking 3 for 2. He steals the he's a low grade criminal. He can't go inside the store and steal the Taco Bell signs. He steals the fucking shitty monthly posters.
We log into our deserted eBay account and start digging. It doesn't take much time to find the 10K
Oh my god, 10 grand.
listing the news is talking about. We decide to reach out. Hey, I'm super interested in the Taco Bell prints. And this one is listed for $7,225. Hey, I'm super interested in the Taco Bell prints. And here's someone selling a full set for $30,000.
What the fuck? I'll just go in and fucking steal that shit myself at that point. Why the fuck would I spend the price of a brand new car on fucking Taco Bell paintings.
Hey, super interested. While we wait for an answer, we go to check out the Taco Bell subreddits. r/Living Moss seems to be the real deal. Here's
Dude, they got a subreddit for fucking everything, dude. A subreddit for Taco Bell.
where the truly devoted Taco Bell underground scene gets together.
I eat Taco Bell at least 200 times a year.
Impressive.
No. I still ate Taco Bell probably 3 to 4 times a week. How many days a week would you guys say you get fast food? Like a place with a drive-thru? 7? I would say I get fast food twice a week. Being real. Not fast food. Does Chipotle count? If Chipotle doesn't count, it's 0. If Chipotle counts, okay, like 1 or 2. Until they don't have their honey chicken. And then I don't go there anymore. That's how I run, though. If Chipotle doesn't have their specialty chicken shit, I'm not going there. Then I'll get some other shit. That's just how it fucking rolls. When they had their Adobe pineapple chicken, oh my God, I was eating that shit fucking 4 times a week. They got rid of it. Skyrocket. Or not skyrocket. Tank. 0.
After a while, we find out what we came for.
Anyone know where I can buy copies of the Taco Bell wall art?
A lead.
Looking to acquire my favorite piece of Taco Bell art by Mark Smith. If anyone is looking to sell theirs, I'll pay premium.
Other users seem to have successfully acquired the art and offer advice for hopeful buyers.
Keep an eye on eBay.
I can't imagine being this obsessed. Do you think the people buying these are like Taco Bell super fans? Is there really that? Is there a group of people that have money? I always thought Taco Bell's like for broke college kids. Like I would eat Taco Bell. Me and my friends would eat Taco Bell when you want $5 tacos or a fucking quesadilla. I was not assuming the people that are like glazing Taco Bell have $3,000 to spare on a fucking art piece.
They pop up every once in a blue moon for $300 to $500. Add to the mix that those of them that did get sold in the past 5 years went to hardcore T-Bell fans that won't sell.
300 to 5.
Wow, there's a big supply market or supply and demand problem. There's almost no supply, a lot of demand for the fucking Taco Bell art pieces.
$100 seems way more.
Big resale value. Just wait until the fucking sneakerheads get into this fucking game. You'll see that shit on StockX for fucking $45,000.
Reasonable. Oh, the 2 eBay sellers replied. For the 8.5K seller, we try to lowball him as much as possible. We tell him we found a cheaper offer and that we'd be paying $2,000 max. And then, he sends us an offer from $8,500 down to $2,000.
That shit's fake. 8,500 to 2K instantly? Terrible negotiation skills.
Meanwhile, the other seller is definitely playing another game.
Hey, I'm super interested in the Taco Bell prints.
Bro, you know what this reminds me of? While I was off, I was watching Pawn Stars. That show sucks now. Pawn Stars was good in like 2010. That if you watch the new seasons of Pawn Stars, it's just fucking corny ass jokes and staged ass products with horrible negotiation.
Please feel free to make an offer, thanks.
$5,000.
Of course, we're here for the intel, not the prints.
I'm willing to pay more if you tell me where you got the prints from. As far as I know, Taco Bell never officially sold them.
These prints were pulled directly out of a Taco Bell. I was featured on NBC News about them.
Bro just admitted to fucking stealing.
Sends us the link to the NBC coverage.
I have 3 of them. Are you offering $5,000 for all 3 or $5,000 each?
Interesting. We were under the impression he only sold one for $10K, not suddenly 3. But not so fast.
The news clip suggested those prints were stolen, since they're talking about an art heist. $5,000 each.
Some of them were stolen. Mine were not. That's why they chose me and mine to feature on the news. Would you consider
Then how the fuck did you get them? From like a shutting down Taco Bell?
$7,500 each?
Interesting.
Let me check in with my wife first.
No problem.
What is going on?
Blocked his ass. immediately blocked him.
Can they possibly be worth that much? We need an expert, preferably specialized in taco restaurant art. And some structure. This project is getting out of hand. Too many tasks, even more. Back to Taco Bell. Checking out their decor.
I can gut read ads like nobody else. I knew that was an ad. I smelled that shit from a fucking mile away.
Only problem, we're based in Germany. Currently, the only Taco Bells in this country are on US military bases. No chance for us to scarf a half-pound cheesy bean and rice burritos with potatoes while enjoying contemporary American art. There may not be a Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's how I describe Taco Bell. Just an art experience, man. You walk in and it just has that smell of grease everywhere. Everything feels a little oily. You sit down in one of those booths and you just stare at that Taco Bell painting. Like you're fucking witnessing Leonardo da Vinci himself.
But there are taco restaurants, of course. And one time, we went to a place in Berlin that had custom-made art on the walls. Time to track down the artist responsible. It takes a second, but eventually we find him.
I'm Philip Yannick. I'm 38 years old, and I'm a painter.
And our taco restaurant art expert.
A friend of mine started to run this taco place with 3 other friends, and he asked me to do a mural.
This shit's gotta be money laundering. I'm sorry. How can you be an expert on Taco Bell art? Even, it's back to the thing with Pawn Stars. How the fuck do you just know a guy that knows how much everything's worth? And he's coining the value for this shit. I need to get into this fucking career path where people just hit me up and go, hey, how much is this worth? And I just pull a number out of my fucking ass. Oh, $5,070, I would say. That's probably what somebody would probably pay for it. And then there's a rich guy that goes, well, if that expert knows that it's worth that much, that's how much I'm going to pay. So you have these experts just fucking creating value out of nothing.
Let's take a look at the Taco Bell paintings together.
First of all, I like them very much. It's like neo-expressionism. And you see a lot of like Basquiat in it, I would say. I think it's like very contemporary. Basquiat is like one of the most trending artists at the moment. So I guess this kind of explains the popularity.
In the late 80s, Jean-Michel Basquiat was one of the most popular contemporary artists. His paintings have fetched some of the highest prices ever for works of art.
$900,000! That's so expensive for a piece of art. Was that 8 million? 8 million? I mean, that's a fucking door. That's 3 doors.
His paintings have fetched some of the highest prices ever.
Like, that's a sketch. That's wild and untitled sketch can be worth that much. I don't understand contemporary art. At the end of the day, I could grow to appreciate art in general, even if I don't understand it. But I mean, bro, like I don't see how this has value. I feel like this looks just like a scribble.
An extremely influential guy. And if you compare him to the Taco Bell paintings, you can clearly see the influence. This is Basquiat, and this is Taco.
See, I would say that's art. I would say it's fucking weird art, but it's art. The other thing was like a rough sketch that never formed into anything.
Taco Bell. For a long time now, Taco Bell has cultivated a brand that's different from other fast food companies.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
They're bold, edgy, rebellious. Mark T. Smith was commissioned to capture this new image. He works for MTV. He rides a motorcycle. His art looks like graffiti, and of course, Basquiat. He can get customers to understand what Taco Bell is really all about. And it looks like he did. But how much would such a painting actually be worth?
If the artist is not like world famous, probably a reasonable price in the gallery would something in between 3,000 to 5,000 euros.
Where is he getting that? Where are you getting that number? Bro, that'd literally be me just guessing. I don't understand where that number is coming from. Regardless of how much of you know about the history of art.
Okay, well, but these are not original. They're just prints. Reportedly, the 3 original prints hang in Taco Bell headquarters, though a lot of sellers are trying to convince us otherwise. Then again, art dealers will argue that art is like any other market-based investment. The price is determined by what people will pay, but with one key difference.
See, I would love to be one of these guys too. That just sits on the phone. Do I hear 1, 1, now 2, 2, now 3, 3, 4, now 4, 4 million, 5, 5, 5. And I just sit on the phone and wait for I go, he wants 4 million. Yes, get it. It's 4.2. And that's his job.
Art has the added bonus of distinction around cultural capital. Any super rich person can buy a yacht, but only one can own that multi-million-dollar Rothko, and only a few can own these Taco Bell prints. There's something alluring about them. You can't just buy them at a Taco Bell merch store. They're special. because someone
It's rich people shit. It's rich people shit.
had to steal them. But who started all of this? When clicking through pictures of a listing, we stumble across this little sticker here. It says Columbus, Ohio, and there's the same sticker here, and here, and here, and here, and here. We also see some listings shipping from Ohio, here, and here. Ohio. That's where the first heist happened, in a uniquely troubled Taco Bell branch in Westlake.
Driver upends car against
It ain't even need to be uniquely... bro, you could just walk into a Taco Bell, take that shit off the fucking painting, or off the wall and walk out.
Westlake Taco Bell sign, police say.
I mean, they're gonna find you, but...
Westlake Taco Bell goes up into flames. Man damages Westlake Taco Bell when he can't order grilled breakfast potato burrito, police say.
What?
Wait, he commit arson and burn the Taco Bell to the ground because they didn't have what he wanted?
The Taco Bell behind me off Columbia Road in Westlake is where some believe the great Taco Bell art heist begins.
Here's the police report of said heist in 2015. At 4:13 on March 15, 2015, a Taco Bell manager reported the theft of a painting the previous evening. The painting was estimated to be valued at approximately $800 US. The incident was not captured on CCTV. There were no witnesses or suspects identified. This is the corresponding
It was a worker, bro.
2015 article from a local newspaper. 4 years earlier, someone already tried to steal the very same prints in the very same branch. That's the police report. An 18-year-old former employee drove up to the store late at night with a handful of friends, ran in, grabbed a painting, and tried to get away. It was most likely not a highly calculated crime, but an impulsive taco and beer-fueled crime of passion. One of the sellers we talked to also had the Ohio stickers on his prints. He said he didn't steal them, but that they were gifted to him, because he was
Part of a team that tore down a closed Taco Bell location.
We had no way of verifying his story, but it is in line with a news report saying that Taco Bell employees took the art during renovations. And interestingly, we can't find any other reported heists after the one in Ohio in 2015. It looks like the prints for sale online were mostly produced in Ohio, stolen or retrieved in Ohio, and then sold from Ohio. This doesn't look like a high-profile nationwide art heist at all.
I don't understand how people can steal... Like, wouldn't that obviously just go back to you being the person that stole it? If you went into a Taco Bell in your city, stole the fucking sign, and then it was up on eBay, wouldn't the cops be like, you're the guy that stole it? We know it's you. Like, what else? I don't understand why they can't do that. Same thing with, like, Hellcats. You know how people will sell Hellcats on eBay that they obviously stole, and there's just shattered windshields and shit? You just say you bought it off somebody else, but they're gonna ask who. And a lot of the time, I understand when people, the craziest shit is if you own one of those cars, if you own like a Hellcat and somebody steals your car, they're probably just scrapping everything in your car. Not like scrapping it like at a scrapyard, but they're going to take your car apart and your car's gone. If somebody stole your Hellcat 2 days ago, you're not getting that shit back. That thing's not intact. There's fucking 80 different parts that are sold to fucking 25 different people. Which is nuts. They'll swap that shit. They'll VIN swap? Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Let's zoom out. In 2011, a presumably drunk teen in Westlake, Ohio, tried to run away with a piece of fast food decor, but his former boss stopped him in the parking lot. 4 years later, Westlake police got a phone call from the same place that another piece of fast food decor was now missing. That was local news. It was picked up by ArtNet, and they half-ironically called it an art heist. Years after, some Taco Bell prints appeared on eBay and Reddit for sale, allegedly posted by former employees who took them for free during renovations. So far, so unspectacular. But then, in May 2024, this article was published. It made a connection between the 2011 and 2015 Ohio incidents and the...
If they're all prints, though, how do you know that yours is even a real print? Couldn't you just fucking get somebody to forge it?
eBay listings. One of the most unusual heists in America seems to be unfolding at Taco Bell. There are two problems with that headline. First, it's not unfolding. The incident happened roughly 10 years ago. As far as we can tell, nothing happened since. We asked Taco Bell if they can report any other thefts, but they didn't come back to us. They also never commented when other media outlets asked. Second, it's not unfolding in America. This makes it sound like a multi-state operation. All the confirmed thefts happen at a singular, albeit very cursed, Taco Bell branch. The story's catchy though, and other media outlets seemingly picked it up. They start calling it a nationwide art heist, or Taco Bells nationwide have fallen victim to art heists. NBC says the pieces are selling for thousands online, referring to this 10K listing. but until today, it never actually sold. The listing in itself doesn't prove anything.
I can list my shoe for $7 million. Doesn't mean it will sell.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like Pokemon cards. When people overvaluate the fuck out of their Pokemon cards, it's not, you don't want to look at what they're for sale for. You need to look at what last sold was.
Then this sad excuse for a true crime story gets another twist. We stumble upon a podcast called Pop Crime.
March 14th, 2015, Westlake, Ohio. An art piece that some would argue to be as valuable as the Mona Lisa, stolen in plain sight.
As valuable as the Mona Lisa. I don't think anyone uttered those fucking words out of their goddamn mouth before you. The Mona Lisa's worth like $1 billion. How much is the Mona Lisa worth? Like 300 million?
Tongue-in-cheek tone, they take over the exaggerated narrative.
It's like a priceless art piece.
The first of the Taco Bell art heists, but certainly not the last. This night was just the start of almost a decade-long art heist.
Whatever. But wait.
Oh,
I am partnering with Taco Bell to tell you the story.
This episode got sponsored by Taco Bell. What is their role in all of this?
Oh my God, is Taco Bell flooding the market with paintings under false aliases to make money and hype up their business? Are they creating a false crime organization scheme conspiracy theory to make people more interested in their fucking tacos? Are the chalupas not selling as much as I thought they were?
It's the year 1996. On April 1st, Taco Bell ran a full-page ad in the New York Times claiming that they bought the Liberty Bell, an iconic American monument to freedom. They assured the public that it would still be accessible for all, but that it would now be called the Liberty Taco Bell. Many readers missed that the ad was run on April Fool's Day, and thousands called to complain that the Liberty Bell should not be something that can be bought and branded. Then Taco Bell revealed the joke, and all the hype around the scandal resulted in a huge spike in revenue, generating more than $1 million extra in 2 days. Taco Bell
All right, I'm not trying to be a dick, but isn't that nothing for like a multinational company? I mean, it is 1996. I don't know how big Taco Bell was then, but that'd be like you telling me Nike made another $1 million today. I'd go, okay, that's not, is that a lot?
Taco Bell knows how to make people talk about its brand, often by going with organic viral stories or stunts rather than traditional ads. So they've profited from hoaxes.
I've never talked about Taco Bell because of their good marketing. I've talked about Taco Bell because they're absurdly cheap in an economy where everything's extremely expensive. It doesn't make sense how Taco Bell is the price that it is. That's the marketing in my mind.
Art heist story is similar. It got Taco Bell tons of free media coverage, kind of like this video. Wait a minute. We have zero proof that Taco Bell caused any of the reporting. Probably they didn't, but they did not bother to clarify that there is in fact no nationwide heist either, as far as we can tell. Then they sponsored a podcast pushing their heist narrative. We asked Taco Bell for comment. It looks to us like overblown price tags on eBay cause an overblown story, which caused more sellers to ask for overblown prices.
Yeah, so there's like a story behind it, you know? Like it's not only a print, it's like a stolen.
Yeah, so where are you getting that 3,000 to 5,000 euro price amount there, buddy? Where are we evaluating that fucking reprint of a reprint of a reprint that was in fucking Toledo, Ohio? Where'd you get 5,000 euros?
The story kind of creates the value.
If this isn't the art market in a nutshell, we don't know.
Story creates the value of every art piece, basically. I think there was a time and place where art there was no story. It was just, this is a crazy stone sculpture. And while there's a story behind it now, historically at the time, it was just like, this fucking good sculptor made a really good art stone piece. And so it was worth a lot of money. Now, art is literally like buying like an unwritten book where you're just supposed to kind of spiel, word vomit, and that associates some level of value to it. I think there's artists that still make art that just speaks for itself, but I think a lot of the time it needs somebody to talk about it for it to obtain any level of value.
Know what it is. Debunking understands this dynamic very well himself. When we checked his Instagram, some pictures stood out to us. Presumably they show him with some famous gallerists and investors. Like here, Larry Mertens and Maximilian Wittgenstein.
No, they're not Larry Mertens and Maximilian Wittgenstein. Yeah, they're not real. They're invented. Yeah, two friends, Mike.
Here we can see him and his painting, apparently in a big Barcelona gallery.
Yeah, but it's I Photoshop.
I don't like the painting.
It's really easy to make.
And here in Antwerp.
Yeah,
that's a cool painting.
Also, that's Photoshop.
Oh, so he doesn't actually have his paintings anywhere. So this guy hasn't sold a fucking painting. Where are we getting? I'm confused.
That's not a real painting of mine in the gallery. It's a photostat. It's a performance art. So it's kind of like this, not making fun of the artwork, but it's just like a part of the artwork with like famous gallerists and like famous collectors.
He posted all kinds of made-up stories and photos. Interestingly enough, no one noticed. He gained more and more followers.
No, I think it's just like similar to fake news. You're just like posting something.
Dude, fake it till you make it. Oh my God. Literally just photoshopping your art in art galleries to derive some sort of attributed value that somebody that's, you know, a dumb rich person ends up caving into, and now your art actually has that level of value.
And like nobody's really like fact checking.
Now he's
Is that illegal?
being exhibited in big
Probably not.
actual galleries, and his paintings are auctioned at
Whoa, $6,000?
Sotheby's. Right now, it seems no one is actually buying the Ohio Taco Bell art prints for thousands of dollars. But when will the first domino fall?
Yeah, because once somebody does, then people are just going to fucking start beelining it for them. And they're going to skyrocket in price. All right, I got to piss. Count me down 30 seconds, then we're up in the next video.